EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. To Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 22 yards. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and run the option. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
And 10. At their
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 41 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. On the option, it's Jackson. Room to run past midfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like, got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Being chased out left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
For a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Burrow on play action. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The quick throw by Burrow is complete, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
1 yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
49
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete to Devin.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson's going to look to run it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Third down.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
No game.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be set. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Burrow going to keep this one. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
32-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're passing here. Joe Burrow rolling to his left. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards the pickup there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Today's final score.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity.